Hello, friends. It's Phil, and today it's my wife's birthday. So, happy birthday, Amanda. Thanks for hanging out with me for the last 30 odd years. And by the way, friends, tomorrow it's my birthday. So, if you get the chance on whichever channel you find me on, why don't you drop me a little message or say hi or, I don't know, do something, possibly, so I know you're there. Right, today, or let's say yesterday, for whatever reason, and I'm not sure how my brain works, but I'm learning slowly. I dipped into YouTube, and it was in the let's say it was late at night. It was ready for Phil to go to sleep. Now, when I was going to sleep, or let's say when I was preparing to go to sleep, for whatever reason, I started thinking about the weather. Because obviously, doing what I do, the weather matters an awful lot. And considering it's the 13th of April and my wife's birthday, and my birthday is tomorrow, usually the weather is slightly better than 3 degrees, cold, windy, and showery, let's say. But lying there as I was, I started pondering the significance of weather. Oh, by the way, that squeaking in the background, that's Oban. Not laughing at my podcast. He's sleeping and he squeaks a bit, so he must be happy. He's having a dream. Bless him. But the oh, he's definitely having a dream. Bless him. But there I was lying in bed, pondering the weather for today. Because let's say over the last few weeks, or let's say the last 6 weeks, I've been thinking, when is spring going to break and when can things get to the normal place they should be for this time of year? We are around about 4 to 5 to 6 weeks behind last year. And in doing that thinking around the weather and last year and sleeping, I decided, for whatever reason, that I'd go on YouTube and try and find a recording of the shipping forecast. And my friends, if you're listening to me in parts of the world and you've never discovered the BBC shipping forecast that comes out every morning, go and check it out. It's a fascinating piece of English history that it still goes out. It still goes out every day. And you think with all the technology that we have in the world now that something like that wouldn't really be important or wouldn't really matter, but there's probably certain ways of receiving certain information that's really, really important, because it's just important to receive it that way rather than just referencing it, let's say. God, he's having a right dream, Oban. Let me just. So there are. Sorry about this podcast; it's a little bit bumpy, but aren't some of them? So here's the thing. There I was. Let me just recap a bit. I was lying in bed, thinking about the weeks that we've had, thinking about the weeks ahead, thinking about the work that needs to be done or the works that's scheduled in. I was thinking about the weather and the fact that the weather we want to have is not here. And, like in the United Kingdom, this little island that sits off of the edge of Europe, the weather is really something we talk about a lot, because there's an awful lot of weather around the UK and different weather, let's say. But anyway, where am I going with this? You're pondering. I know. You're thinking to yourself, is it time for me to move on to the next podcast? No, my friends, it's time for you to sit tight and listen to the Mowing Forecast. Yes, my friends. So there I was, listening to the shipping forecast, I was listening to the shipping forecast and came to realize that the shipping forecast has, to some extent, a direct relationship to my mowing forecast. The mowing forecast, for reference, is probably really important to a lot of people because the mowing forecast, in a similar fashion to the shipping forecast, and keep in mind that no one does the mowing forecast, so I'm going to introduce it today. But the mowing forecast, really similarly to shipping, uh, it gives you an indication of the likelihood of the day ahead and how you should tackle it, let's say. Now, I'm going to do the shipping forecast, the mowing forecast for my region. And given time and encouragement from you, my friends, the mowing forecast may be something that I introduce more regularly than just once. It may be something that evolves around the country, the UK, that is, where I'm recording from. So, therefore, every day I will release the mowing forecast and we can all ponder the probability of mowing or the pleasure of mowing or how we're going to tackle the day or are we going to mow. So, without any more delay, my friends, welcome to the first episode of the mowing forecast. So, let me just put on my best BBC accent. Bear with me. This is going to be a one-time take, and there's going to be no reruns, so I'm going to have to concentrate. Okay, so here we go. The mowing forecast for Thursday, the 13th of April, to Friday, the 14th of April, my birthday, for North Yorkshire. Wind, cyclonic, 4 to 6, becoming southwest, 3 to 5. That's a good thing, by the way. Ground conditions, warming, wet underfoot, not ideal for heavy mowers. Weather, showers, but let's see them as April showers. Visibility, good, occasionally poor. Pressure, 990, falling slowly. That's a bad thing. Chance of mowing, slight or moderate. There we go, my friends. That is the first mowing forecast on the 13th of April, 2023, my wife's birthday. And for reference, I've been out all day and will continue to be out all day because, as the mowing forecast indicates, it's a bit damp underfoot. It's a bit showery. But let's say visibility is good. Occasionally poor. The weather's going to get worse. That's all I can say. So let's get out. Let's get it done. Let's get the cut done. Let's get the mow done today, my friends. Anyway, look, thank you for listening to today's podcast, and thank you for listening and tuning in to today's mowing forecast presented by All Gardening. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Got to nip into town and get Mrs. Amanda, my wife, a birthday present. And I might also buy myself a little birthday present for tomorrow. Because if I haven't said it enough today, it's my birthday tomorrow. Yes, my friends. So, I will catch you tomorrow. And if I'm encouraged by some feedback or listening on the mowing forecast, I may possibly be continuing to explore the concept of the mowing forecast. Anyway, thanks for listening. Take care. And just remember, it's only days away from the spring bounce. And if you don't know what the spring bounce is, listen to one of the previous podcasts where I explain about the spring bounce and how to prepare for it. Anyway, that's all for me. Take care. Ta-da. Adios and happy birthday, dear wife Amanda. Thanks for hanging out with me for all these years. Anyway, take care. Ta-da. Bye. Bye. Adios. See you, friends. Tomorrow will be another day.